and Brownie.
The podcast.
Morning, Melbourne. How do you do?
How do you do, Christine Swan? What a great weekend it was.
It was a great weekend. I feel invigorated by a weekend away with my old high school friends in Ballarat.
I can't wait to see if you picked any, picked any Jonathan apples.
All will be revealed soon, Jonathan.
Swanee was going to go apple picking because she's become obsessed, addicted, if you will.
Did I do it? Find out before 6:30.
Dino, how's your weekend watching your shit team against my great team up in Brisbane?
Well, first of all, Jonathan, thanks for hooking me up with tickets when I went to your
What were
home.
they like?
They were
Awesome.
absolute dog shit, Swanee.
Were they?
He is the son of Brisbane.
He's the king of Brisbane and you got bad tickets.
Mate,
How can that be?
I couldn't even see. I was that far
You're
back.
joking.
It was-
what is the point?
It was hell on earth.
I'll have to take that up with the administration up there.
This is a controversial opinion. I don't really like going to the football.
The Gabba's normally
I like
good
to
to
watch
watch.
a game at home.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
You've got to
I know.
live a little, Swanee.
I wonder if I'm the only one.
I wouldn't want to go to the footy with Richmond supporters either.
I slipped off at half-time anyway. But, hey, I've got to talk about Brisbane later, man. Brisbane's, I don't know, Brisbane's actually wicked.
It's
Right.
great.
It's a good city, mate.
I agree.
The River City.
It's come a long way, the River City.
Did you catch City Cat?
I was going to say, did you get on the City Cat?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it's
what's wrong with
Brisbane's
you?
pride. The pride of Brisbane.
One of the Sooshi Mango guys are coming in.
Yeah,
All of the
no, a
guys.
few of them,
That's
yeah.
sick. They're hilarious.
There's going to be so much talk over, you'll think you're at the debate again.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Ever felt like a holiday after your holiday?
Oh yeah, plan your getaway now and make up for missed holidays with whatif.com.
Plus, select hotels are fully refundable, so you can book with confidence.
Booking cancellation windows apply. What if it's Aussie for travel?
Welcome to our show. His name is Daryl. The dazzling one.
Yep.
It's not
How are you guys?
good, Daryl. He's the president of the Wahgunyah Lions Football Club, who on the weekend had a difficult weekend when they took on Beechworth, just up north there, Swanee up towards Albury. They played Beechworth and they were beaten by 431 points.
Oh, sorry to laugh. That's a lot.
Daryl.
How are you, Daryl?
Yeah, good guys. How's yourself?
Good. How's the spirits of the town after the weekend?
Oh, look, it would. I'd say it wasn't unexpected. 400 odd points was a little bit of a shock. Even started the barbecue halfway through the last quarter and threw some onions on, thinking it might have distracted them, but I think it spurred them on a bit.
Yes. Well, the final score was 66 goals, 36 behinds, 432. That was from Beechworth.
Yeah, thanks, mate. I was there.
Oh, sorry.
66
Sorry, Daryl.
goals.
However, you did register a point, Daryl, to Wahgunyah's one behind. Who was the lucky behind
Yeah,
goal
look.
kicker?
The guy was straight in front, so we'll probably drop him next week.
Daryl, how did it get there for that 1 point? Take us through the point.
Oh, mate, honestly, the day was a bit of a blur, unfortunately. But the ball got down there a lot of times. Unfortunately, most of our players spend a lot of time in the back line. So when the ball does go down there, luckily the umpire gave us a free kick and we got a shot at it. So
Daryl, what is the local newspaper there?
it's called the Cora Free Press. That's just across the border for us. But there's also the Border Morning Mail.
Will they be covering this story?
Yeah, look, they probably will. There is one reporter there I don't speak to anymore.
Take us through that.
Look, he's a bit of a negative Nelly. He loves to put a bad spin on it. And look, the good thing is that the public has been the one sticking it into him. I really haven't had to, but there is another great reporter there, Steve Trevette, who likes to put a positive spin on it. And it's not all about the score; it's about what's going on at the club as well.
Exactly.
So,
That's true.
yeah.
You got a good social club, Daryl?
Mate, we have. Unfortunately, this is probably what started our downfall on the weekend. We had a Wild Wild West night the weekend before. We had 140 people turn up, which was just massive for our club. You know, a little country club to have that many people on a night, and unfortunately, half of them got COVID. So,
Oh, no, it was a spreader event.
Super spreader.
That's what happens at the Wild Wild West night.
So you were. So was the team? Obviously, the team numbers were affected.
we had 27 players out all up.
Oh, really?
God.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Who was the culprit? If you've been able to find the culprit who actually brought the COVID into the Wild Wild West party?
We haven't. Hopefully, it wasn't the guy who kicked the goal. I kicked the point.
No.
Hopefully not.
Might have been him.
Was there a dress code for the Wild Wild West party? And if so, what did you wear, Daryl?
I was the Texas Ranger, of course.
Magnificent.
Of course you
Of course you were, Daz.
Arseless chaps, Daryl.
No, I didn't. We were worried about the barman wearing the arseless chaps, but I did say anyone who asked for drinks from the bottom shelf would be the first one ejected. So,
Honestly, Daryl,
Mate, I
you
wish
made
I'd
my
have
day
been there.
already.
Hey, just quickly, Daryl, the highest goal kicker for the other team?
I haven't even looked, to tell you the truth. I don't care.
All right.
Yeah, fair enough. Good attitude, Dave, Daryl. Let's hopefully...
No,
we
look,
get...
mate, they were one thing we found through all this is the support we've received from all the other clubs has been absolutely magnificent. You know, it's they've we played a team the other week, Wahgunyah. You know, even though they give us a touch up as well, you know, they just let us all in for nothing. They cancelled the gate for the day.
Yes.
You know, other clubs like Wodonga Saints who have been struggling for years. You know, we've been doing this for 12 months. They've been doing this for 15 years, the poor buggers. So,
Well, Daryl, you're still not as bad as the West Coast Eagles, so
That's
not all
right.
bad, brother. Good luck for the rest of the season. And next Wild Wild West party, you bloody call us up, mate, all right?
with them as the first letter, thank God.
Yep, exactly.
Good on you, Daz. All the best.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Swanee, you went bush, eh?
Went to Ballarat for the weekend. God, I love it there. I just love it.
Beautiful.
Maybe I was like I think you're going to go with me on this, Jonathan. Maybe I was like a gold rush publican in a
Yeah, I can see
previous
that.
life.
Absolutely.
sense.
Got the big white apron on.
Yes.
And then...
Tell us what the boys in the back room will
Absolutely.
have.
You would have the girls upstairs. You would have been like the madam as well.
Yeah.
Serving whiskey.
And like a little cottage with a fire in the front and 7 kids from some loser guy.
Some deadbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm at home there. But, you know, on the way, I was so excited on Friday. I'd Googled apple picking because you know that the apple has almost been like a symbol of my new life.
Yes.
The simple pleasures have changed me, and the apple is foremost among them.
The most humble of all fruits.
The most humble and easily available, but yet the most magical of all fruits.
Yes.
And I thought, I want to pick an apple off a tree and eat it right there. So it was growing a few seconds. It was connected to its mother.
Its womb.
A few seconds before I eat it. So I Googled apple orchard, apple picking, Ballarat. And what came up was Bacchus Marsh, Payne's Orchard. And I knew that Bacchus Marsh was on the way to Ballarat. So I could barely handle the excitement on Friday because I knew that I was about to put some tunes on. It was palpable. I was going to put some tunes on. Hit the road.
I bet a Thelma and Louise style.
Absolutely.
Hair out the window.
Yeah. I was so excited.
What were you listening to in the car?
Brownie's
question.
podcast.
Yes, probably. Sure.
Yeah, it was. No, it was Brownie's podcast. It was.
good.
Yeah, just catching up on Brownie's podcast. Anyway, I get to the orchard. I'm so excited. A guy called Steve is there. And he's the only one, and he knew I was coming because you have to book. It's $5 to pick as many as you want.
Was Steve more like an accountant or more like Daryl from the Wahgunyah Football Club that you spoke to?
he had a tree change, and he was like a professional in a previous life. But he,
Right, okay.
like me,
cool.
found the simple life was better.
Right on.
So he showed me a map as to where my pink ladies were in the orchard because, you know, pink ladies are my favourite.
Right.
And I walked through with 2 empty buckets.
Yes.
Walked through the orchard on my own, sourced where the pink ladies were.
Yes.
And he said, we knew you were coming and you liked pink ladies, so we haven't picked them. These trees were laden with fruit.
Were they?
Really?
Laden.
Makes me feel bad. I feel like a failed gardener.
You are a failed gardener.
So I didn't get apples this year.
I'm not going to tell Steve
did you
about
ask
your
Steve?
shit
Well, you
apple situation.
Ask maybe Steve what went wrong.
Oh, my God. There was Fuji's, Red Delicious, Golden Delicious, anything you wanted, but I'm a pink lady girl.
Yeah, I know.
And I went and
Jonathan's?
I couldn't see any Jonathans.
No, they're not as popular as they
No,
used
they're
to be.
not. They're
On the
not.
nose a
And
bit.
for good reason. I had some Jonathans 2 weeks ago and they were flowery.
Yeah.
The worst thing you
I'm
can
with
be
you
if
there. I'm not
you're
a
an
massive
apple.
Jonathan man.
No, it's a shame.
Yeah,
You would
neither's
think-
my wife.
You would think an apple named after...
He accidentally opened the door to his soul then for
He's
a
become
second.
vulnerable. We can't spook him. So no Jonathans, but pink ladies. And I got 2 buckets, and then you walk them back to the thing. You get weighed and you take them home. I've brought them in. They are crisp and juicy and amazing. And I recommend apple picking to my very core, because also you think, oh God, it's going to be 2 hours. What a punish. You're in and out in 10 minutes.
Oh, you would be.
And you're just on cloud 9. You've done something old-fashioned, you know?
Yeah, I love that.
And you don't need a ladder, and it's not muddy, and it was just beautiful. I've got one for you if you want it.
Thank you.
Look, they've still got the little leaves on them from where
Beautiful.
I've plucked them off the...
Were they thick? Were the trunks thick? Do they look like they've been there for a long time?
Yes, they have been.
That's
yes.
where I'm going wrong.
Yes.
They're a bit young.
So I really recommend Payne Orchards.
Okay.
I'm going to be going back. I might get all my apples from there. I might do just a day trip once a week.
Right on.
Really? So were they all just the red apples, or was there some green apples?
There's green apples. There's every sort of apple. And you just go to the avenue, the grove that you like and pick your apples.
Right on.
It was magical. Thank you for having me, Payne's Orchards.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram. Sooshi Mango. We love these boys. Joe, Carl and Andrew. And they're all here. And you can catch Sooshi Mango, which are returning to Rod Laver Arena. Whoa, big venue. On Saturday, August 27. Tickets go on sale 2 p.m. today at... I'm going to say tegdainty.com.
Yes.
I know I've got that wrong. No. Anyway, here's Sooshi Mango.
Absolutely got that right. It is Teg Dainty. Welcome, lads.
Hey! Wasn't sure.
That's hello in Italian.
Is it?
That
Happens when you walk into the house for lunch.
How do you cope with these hours, boys?
Oh, look, is anyone listening?
I don't know.
Oh, that's good.
13 24 10. Are you listening? Give us a call.
No,
Do you want to know why I don't listen to the show?
Please.
Because I'm never up in time. That's
Fair enough.
so I would, though. I choose this show over any other show.
I requested a pillow. Where is it?
You it says on your bio here. I mean, obviously, are you the most popular in Melbourne? Is what I'm saying.
Well, look, we don't like to, mate.
Why are we cutting out Melbourne? Let's just go Australia.
Yeah, fair enough.
But you saved our souls in lockdown.
Oh, thank you. Well, you guys, see, this is the thing, right? People say, come up to us and say, thank you so much. You helped us get through lockdown. But us doing the videos, everyone watching them helped us get through lockdown.
Yeah, so it was selfish on our
Two-way
behalf,
street.
really. It was just all about us, really.
Kidding
It wasn't
yourself
about anyone
through.
else, it was about us, yeah.
You saved my wife.
It was
I
a
know
two-way
that.
street.
It says here on the notes that you are proper Italian.
Wow.
How do you feel about my microwaved risotto this morning that I
no,
served?
That's sacrilegious.
My eye started to twitch, I must say.
I did make it in the traditional way.
Oh, that's fine then.
Only
Oh,
with
that's
the hot.
good.
If you bought it from the frozen food section, forget about it.
It smelt good, Chrissy. It smelt good.
Well, it had $64 worth of mushrooms in it. So
Jeez!
So they're coated in
bloody
gold
good.
and diamond encrusted mushrooms?
Well, you went wrong, because a real Italian will have stolen the mushrooms.
Or grown them.
or grown them. That's
100%.
true.
There's no way you're going to get a wog spending $64 on.
No, I know.
I almost dropped an F-bomb there.
Hey,
No, I do it all the time, mate.
Yeah.
Now, boys, you're just over there on the microphones. Apologies for our equipment. It's just falling apart. We had Coolio, the great Coolio, in our studio a few weeks ago.
Yes.
And he was trying to chase the microphones all around the studio because they were broken. But you boys interviewed Coolio recently.
We did.
Certainly did.
We did him on the podcast, and which we've got to get you guys on, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Love to go on the podcast. The Saucy
Meatballs.
What is it? Saucy Meatballs
Saucy
podcast.
A podcast not about meatballs.
Yeah,
And-
unmicrowaved saucy meatballs, by the way.
Oh, mate, he was interesting.
He was cool.
It's cool.
Cool, man.
He's not as big as you think, hey?
No.
He made me look tall.
Yeah.
Why did he agree to do your podcast?
Because
we're famous.
yeah.
Just the number 2 podcast on Spotify.
Yeah, just number 2 podcast on
Spotify.
Spotify.
Behind Brownie's podcast.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that. Number 2 in Australia, but it's okay. We won't mention it. But what was really funny is the aircon was busted, and it was a 30-something degree day.
It was like 38.
And he came in a velour. He's like just straight out of Sopranos, a velour tracksuit.
He had the same one when he came in.
That aqua one.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Yes,
Time
yes.
to go past somewhere, and boys, I don't want to give anyone a plug. Anyway. Schwitz. The Schwitz that was coming off him.
Oh, I bet.
It was embarrassing, actually.
It was
at one
bubbling.
point. It was like,
It was proper bubbling.
It was. I remember that day. It was hot.
Oh, it was hot. And he literally just went, all right, okay, my man. We'll see you later. Okay, bye. And he walked out and he went straight to the fridge. It wasn't even, he didn't care. He just grabbed
just
something.
grabbed whatever.
Oh, it was
Did anyone
hilarious.
say to him, "Hey, Coolio, you want to take your jacket off?"
No, because he's got to take his hat off and
No,
the
the
hair
whole
and
thing.
and
Hey, you boys, you're so recognisable. When you're at the shops, do you ever just not feel like you're having a shit day? You're a bit flat or whatever, and just people expect something from you?
Yes.
Do you get that a bit?
Be funny.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
love that. Say something funny.
say something for my mum.
Be funny.
Let's FaceTime my mum right now.
Oh, no.
annoying.
I know one person that loves it. I know Sam and myself have played a few games of golf, and every now and again we'll get a random in our golf group, and I just love it when one of them will say to Sam, you got something funny for us?
Where is Sam, by the way?
He starts at 7.
Seven.
Around
Oh,
somewhere.
right.
Why does he start at 7?
He gets a late shift.
Man,
He's a prima donna.
Was he like the king or something?
Yeah, he's prima donna.
Rose petals when he walks and all that kind of stuff?
Yes, yes.
Mick Malloy had a similar contract, and he just copied Mick Malloy's.
you
Right.
see.
You guys interviewed ScoMo. What do you reckon about this election? Is it thoroughly uninspiring? What are your thoughts?
Well, is there an election? Yeah. I haven't noticed.
And who's ScoMo? by the way?
Yeah.
We
Roger Lamington.
He was a nice guy. I have no comment.
Yeah.
Did anyone actually tune in and watch the debate last night? It was
Grim.
It was on.
No.
Grim. It was
grim.
it was terrible.
It's embarrassing the state of politics in this country. What gives you more to work with, COVID or this election?
This election. Well, I mean, look, COVID was there was nothing else to talk about, so that's the and the election. I think everyone's just I think that, people are over it already, as well. So but. The great debate, we come from an Italian household. It was a great debate every night. You know what I mean? Go get to this, get to that. I feel. All right, it was all that sort of stuff. It was beautiful, but no, I don't know, mate. We say stay clear of the politics, don't we?
We try.
Because we've got to sell tickets.
Good, yeah, smart.
Boys, we're going to go. It's commercial radio. We can't. We'd have you for an hour if we could.
Listen, thank you so much. Hey, we're doing number 3.
Yes.
At Rod Laver Arena. I mean, not even Carl Barron does that.
No, it's crazy.
Ooh.
Thank you for
That's
that.
so
How
well.
was it coming out there on stage? It would have been huge last time.
Amazing.
It
Yeah,
was
look,
really good, overwhelming.
The first show was good.
Yeah, the first show was
And
great.
then the second one is when you really. It was the second night, and it just
Loosen up.
It's very
Enjoy.
hard to. It's very surreal. But
Are you guys coming?
Hell yes.
Yeah,
Okay, because you just go to sushimango.com and you buy your tickets there. That's what you have to do.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
We've got some free tickets for you guys, all right?
Well,
On the house.
I'm going to tell you too, because it's obviously football season, but for all the football supporters, that's the bye weekend.
That's the
before
bye
finals.
weekend.
Great timing,
we got
boys.
kissed on the I won't say for that one.
No excuses.
We
We've got to
no
turn up.
excuses.
That was on purpose.
But Brownie, guys, I just got to say, we've been on pre-sale for whatever it was over the weekend. It's almost half full already.
Okay.
So seriously,
Well, let's see if we can get a 60% full by August, by the show.
What he's saying is do not
wait
any more
any
time.
time.
TechDainty.com for tickets to Sushi Mango. Thank you for coming in, boys.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much for
guys.
having us.
We've got tickets reserved for you guys. They might be in the car park, but they're.
Ever wanted to offer the team some direct feedback? Well, you can. Shoot us an email at breakfast@nova100.com.au to be part of Chrissie, Sam and Brownie's mailbag.
Jonathan.
Great news.
Yeah.
Beer cans are back at the MCG.
Yes.
Didn't know that they'd gone.
How
I'm not
good?
a beer drinker.
No, bloody plastic cups. We've been drinking out of
that's
plastic
right.
cups for years, Swanee. Well, now, obviously with single-use plastics being not a great thing, in this state and probably around the world, Swanee, they've been secretly trialling beer cans back at the footy. And loving, and full strengthers as well, so you can get your Carlton Draft, your mother's milk there.
What does a trial look like? Someone sitting in the stand cracking a can?
Yeah, I know. I'm not sure. I think maybe a section. I think there's been some sections that's been trialled, except for level 4, Swanee. Still going to be plastic up on level 4, just in case any of your brethren Richmond supporters decide to get any other ideas and start throwing them at opposition players. Or Fox Footy commentators are doing outside broadcasts.
Does that happen, does it?
Oh, you remember Chief a couple of years ago in a final, someone's thrown a big beer cup from the top level.
It's very disrespectful.
Brave, doing it as Chief. Jesus.
Beer cans are back at the footy. How good's that?
It's great news.
Come on. Pang's back. He's got some stories for us next.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
Good morning, Melbourne. Welcome to your Monday. Welcome to the microphone, Samuel Pang.
Good morning, Christine. Jonathan, Dino.
Weekend.
Melbourne.
I missed you. But I probably missed Dino a little bit more because I was in Ballarat and he was in Brisbane, and I like to know that he's closer than that.
I'm very comfortable with you being interstate. Should happen more.
I'll FaceTime you next time, brother.
I was driving to work this morning, and it was 5:08, I believe, and I just heard a little bit from Dino, and I laughed out loud, and I thought Sam and Brownie would love to hear this, and I don't think you would have been listening quite this early, and this is exactly why I miss Dino.
It's the early show, Melbourne. Right now, we're going to... No, what are we doing, Jackie? Hey, baby!
What are we doing?
That's live radio.
Yeah.
Love it.
You bring people along.
Seat of your pants.
You started with such confidence and conviction, and then you realised you had no idea what you were talking about.
What's coming up?
It's been in Brisbane.
I've been in Brisbane.
Why would you go to Brisbane?
What are you going to Brisbane? I went to the Eagles game.
You went up there for that.
75 points we lost by. And you'd think
brave.
the son of Brisbane would get me good seats.
How many people were there?
They were shit house.
How many people were there?
Half full. It was very uninspiring.
Whoa. Brownie got your tickets to go. And where were they? Were they
up in the nosebleeds.
Jeez, Brownie.
Yeah, obviously tough to get good seats there. Brisbane versus West Coast. West Coast are flying.
Dino could have played for West Coast on the weekend.
He nearly did. Didn't have enough players.
Brizzy's cool.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
This is what happened over the weekend.
News, sport, drama and entertainment.
It's the weekend that was with Sam and Pang.
What a great intro. Hey. I thought we're getting rid of that.
No, we're not.
Just get rid of it.
You get rid of it.
Hey, it was a wonderful weekend. I missed you all.
No, you didn't.
I did. I didn't see you since Thursday morning. And
lie like a
your
rug.
boy came in on Friday. Dave O'Neill
Happy
comes
birthday
in.
to Dave O'Neill for yesterday as well.
It is his birthday yesterday.
On Mother's Day.
He looked like a former Vietnam veteran. He was dressed in full green, sort of almost camos. I thought all he needed was the war paint.
We had we had a bit of an argument, Dave and I, on the weekend.
Really?
Genuine, robust debate.
Whoa.
Hey, what about chicken?
Well, there seemed to
chicken
be-
and chips?
Which is the best chicken shop to go to? No, a little bit too much discussion about my stand-up on Friday morning show, Christina.
I thought so too.
No, not enough.
So it started though.
I can't even remember it.
Well, but that's,
What were we
that's
talking
because
about?
that's because you're doing a lot at the moment, mate. You don't even know where you are. So the radio this morning, and I didn't go to opening night, but I did start the weekend by going to Hamilton on Friday night.
Oh, nice. How was it?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And I think I've said this to you before.
breathtaking.
Remember we had JJ Jeter in the show.
Yeah.
Because we were just marvelling how him being an understudy to all the roles. And I think I said at the time, it is amazing to think that this show started in New York, and I know it's been in Sydney, but it's in our town. Isn't that cool? Just cool that it's in our town. And I know it's just. I think if you can try to get there while it's here.
What was your favourite performance or character?
Intermission.
What? Yeah, halftime.
Choc tops.
I think they're all pretty good.
Yeah.
I liked how the end. It's not a spoiler, but at the end they all bow at the same. I thought I'm going to kind of sit through one of them coming out at a time, and you always kind of judge who gets the biggest.
Me too.
No, absolutely. You should all be there at the same time, bowing at the same time, because you're all amazing.
That was your favourite part of the show.
No, it was not. You can't pick the favourite show, the favourite song.
Favourite song?
Satisfied.
I like the King. When the King comes out, Swanee. You know, the little king comes out and does his little thing.
He's my mate.
So what?
He's so basic. Little kids like the king.
Oh, what was your
He's a
favourite?
great character.
What was
He
your-
does,
You know what I
he does
mean?
have wrestling dolls, though.
What was your favourite part?
That's true.
What was your favourite part?
Wait for it.
Good song.
Yeah,
Great song.
good Eurovision song, that one.
Were you lit?
Hey?
You
I'd had a couple.
Would you watch the movie before it?
No, I did not. Everyone kept telling me to do that. I said, I've been to productions and musicals before. I don't have to know all the songs. I can enjoy them on the night and
Me
then
too.
listen
I
to them on the way
hadn't seen it
home.
before.
So it started, though, with, I would argue you could describe that as a bit of high culture, even though, in your words, I'm a basic man.
You're a basic bitch.
But,
Yeah.
but that was Friday. My weekend finished with a text message exchange with Ross Noble about a Nicolas
what?
Cage movie
Oh,
that
my
he
gosh.
watched
Okay.
called
You heard the news about the new one.
well, that it's
Potential.
good.
No,
The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
I've heard it's good.
It was described as a masterpiece by Ross. But he was not. He sent me a few clips of Prisoners of the Ghostland.
What? Is that an actual title?
Absolutely. In the treacherous,
I want to hear Ross say it in his accent.
in the treacherous frontier city of Samurai Town, a ruthless bank robber played by Cage, who's called Hero, gets sprung from jail by a wealthy warlord to find his granddaughter who's disappeared into a dark region called the Ghostland.
Yes.
Right? So listen, it's my weekend started with Hamilton, and then it finished with 3 clips that Ross Noble sent me.
Fantastic.
So this one here, Nicolas Cage's character has, I can't say this any other way other than he has explosives strapped to his testicles. But if you want to hear I did enjoy this description of a singular, well, it's a testicle, but in Prisoners of the Ghostland, the baddie's describing the situation to Nicolas Cage.
Your trousers are also equipped with explosives, one at each testicule.
Right. Testicule.
Testicule. All right?
Where's that? That voice sounded familiar.
No, I didn't recognise any of them, Brownie. I didn't recognise anyone else other than Cage. Then, right. It's a bit of a testicule. It's a bit of a spoiler alert, but look, one of them goes off. All right? Really? One of them goes off. Right, so that was he put everything into it. Matt, I was talking to Matt afterwards. We put that together, and Tim Mountford he gives everything, don't you?
Yeah, he
you
does.
hire him, and he gives you his all. Now listen,
Sounds like a wounded chicken.
It's
running around.
no, it's not. But it's not a career ender. If you know what I mean. He keeps going. Obviously,
He just had a
He doesn't-
testicule blown off.
One testicule's off. But
You don't need both.
this is true. But you don't, or any. I found out any. But the thing is, he's that's not the end of the movie. Just because he's just got one
testicle,
that doesn't matter. That's not going to stop him.
Oh, he wants
So anyway, he wants revenge. Well, or anyway, they're kind of he's in a situation that seems impossible. Now have a listen to Nicolas Cage, right? Describe that it's not all over. That there is still hope. But have a listen to this performance, Swanee.
It's impossible. Impossible? Ha! If you told me 3 days ago I'd be standing here with one arm and one testicle, trying to reason with you, bitches, I would have said impossible too.
What about if you're
What a line.
If you're the director, don't you need and Cage gives you this pronunciation of testicle.
Testicle!
Do you want another take? Do you want another take or not?
Yes.
Well, you're not getting one. Anyway, that was
best thing I've ever heard.
That was my weekend from Hamilton to Prisoners of the Ghostland.
Yes, love it.
Want to see what happens in the studio? Check it out on Facebook. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
I went away for the weekend to Ballarat. I love that town. Sammy, do you think maybe in a previous life I was like a busty publican?
Well, no, because I don't believe in reincarnation. Did you want yes and then?
Yeah,
Actually, you're right, Swanee, you do. But we've said this before, jokes aside. We've said this before. Remember, Brownie's saying you have the, you could be the publican at a country pub.
Yeah.
You know, we've said that, with the towel over your shoulder and you're polishing glasses.
On the way back from Tongala, it's a place called Betty's Burgers.
Yeah.
Just on the outside of Nagambie. And we thought it's either that or a place like a burger shop like that. But I think a pub's the best.
So I can absolutely see it very, very easily. You love it up there, don't you?
I love it in Ballarat.
Why?
I don't know, I just feel like it's so homely. It's the right size for me. And it's got those beautiful wide streets and heaps of great architecture, and I love all that sort of bizzo.
Lake Wendouree.
Lake Wendouree, magnificent.
Sebastopol.
Did you go to Sebast?
Love it. Nah.
Oh,
nah.
Oh, you should have gone there.
Haven't lived
still
then.
talking about Sam.
You haven't lived then,
We stayed in the centre of town. I went apple picking on the way there, which was amazing. I brought in apples that I picked with my fair hand off the tree. Look, the leaf and the stalk is still there.
Looks bruised.
It is a bit bruised. That one's a bit bruised. Threw it into the bucket. It was too.
How many did you pick off the tree?
Kilos and kilos. I had 2 full buckets.
Nice.
And Steve, who works at the apple orchard, said, "Here, hop on the back of the truck. I'll take you back to the weigh station to pay for them." I said, "No, I want to earn it." So I walked back through the orchard with my bucket in each hand.
How much was it?
Magnificent. I think it was about $5 a kilo, $4 a kilo.
Beautiful. Was Steve good fella?
Great fella. Anyway, that was on the way there. And then I met my high school friends I hired an Airbnb right in the centre of town, the main drag of town. And it was so exciting to be alone with 3. I've known these girls since primary school. And there's just something magical that happens with, like we're saying to each other, we can never invite anyone else into the group. And we can't ever do it without one member. Like the 4 of us together is really great and easy and fun. And we can all separately do our own thing, but we can pair off, on our own or with one other person or with the 3 while the one. It was just great. But we had a fantastic time. We went to so we went out for dinner on Saturday night. My friend Tori, who lives in Ballarat, booked us a table at the Spanish restaurant. It was magnificent. Gas, I think it's called. My Gas, MEIGAS. It was delicious. Tapath, a tapath bar. Anyway, afterwards, I'm out. We're out on the tear.
Woo!
And
Ballarat got a hot gossip?
Yeah, they had a hot gossip.
They had one?
Yeah, I'm not sure they still do.
Did you hit a clubs? What did you hit?
The nightclubs? Is there a nightclub called Hot Gossip?
Absolutely.
Damn.
Damn it.
I would have been totally up for that.
It's still up.
Anyway, we went to this fancy bar.
Don't Google hot
Google
gossip.
it.
You're going to Google hot gossip?
Google it, because I will go there next time.
I can't remember many. Yeah, I had a year at Ballarat, but I didn't get out there.
Did you? Where did you live in Ballarat?
No, please, Kristen, I didn't live there, but I just travelled up.
Oh, that's right.
Played on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Brownies.
The hot gossip?
Yeah, it's hot gossip. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's still open or not. But Sam, you didn't hang around in Ballarat because you collected the cash from Sebastopol and jumped in that car and got back to Melbourne as quick as you possibly could.
At $40.
Continue on, Christine.
Anyway, we were walking home after dinner and I said, let's go out for a drink. I don't drink, but everyone else was. And we went to a bar. This sounds like nothing to normal people. But for 4 mothers, we've got 10 kids between us.
Whoa.
It was huge.
What a dangerous netball trip.
It was. It was like we sat up at the bar and there was a handsome bartender who looked like Dr. Patrick from Offspring.
Wait.
We got all twitty and it was just a really great night. Of course, we were, after about half an hour.
A couple of young bucks circling.
No.
Jeez, after a big win, the Redan or North Ballarat boys just walked in.
No, nothing.
Look out.
Was it PAX 20?
Yes, everyone was out and about. But FYI, Ballarat is freezing. I arrived there on Friday completely unprepared. I had to get to Kathmandu to buy some gloves and then to Big W to buy beanies and stuff. It was freezing.
It's fresh up there.
But after dinner and after we'd gone all twitty over Dr. Patrick from Offspring, I looked around and everyone was like ashen, so tired. Then we went home and went to bed.
Do they-
Hot showers and in bed.
Do they hear
Sounds
us
awesome.
there? Do we broadcast it, all right?
Absolutely. And it was the best night ever. And then we slept in.
Yeah, that sounds good. That's a good part.
On Mother's Day, we slept in.
Well, you deserve it.
It was
You
magical.
know, you stayed out till 8:30.
And excuse me,
What time? Sorry, I didn't want. I thought you said 8:30.
it was 9:45. It was 9:45.
Get each other a little Mother's Day present each.
It was
'Cause
magic.
You didn't wake up to the kids.
No, we went out for breakfast. It was magical, and I really recommend it. We're going to try and do it again next year.
Nova.
Chrissie Swan, Sam Pang, and Jonathan Brown.
Chrissy's Celebrity Stuff.
Uber Eats, gee, they do some good ads. I saw one last night with... I can't remember his name now. I
Cow?
Really like him.
Whoa.
Simon Cowell?
No.
Bacon Boy?
Yes.
Yes. That's
He's
menu
cool.
log, though.
He's such a cutie. Oh, is it?
Jesus Christ.
It's all right, I can say that. We don't have any... Do we have any?
Did somebody say?
Uber Eats have just unveiled the latest drop in their award-winning Tonight I'll Be Eating campaign, and it features my daughter's favourites, Terry Bindi and Robert Irwin, along with Paris Hilton and her chihuahuas. What an iconic quartet. Have a listen.
Tonight, I'll be eating veggie palmies and chippies with our Australia Zoo family. The crocodiles.
The lizards. The giraffes.
And chihuahuas.
Crikey, Paris. This is where we keep the snakes. Oh, that is so crikey.
That is so crikey. She can't even work out how to use the word right. Do you want to play the other one, next one?
Cracky.
Tonight, I'll be eating kingfish ceviche with my zoo fam. Loves it. You guys want some?
A bit busy, Paris.
Fine. More for me. Sliving.
Sliving got a mention.
Sliving's there. I love those ads. I love them.
Chrissy, Sam and Brownie.
Here's Max Gawn. He plays for Mountford. Mainly a ruckman. We're talking footy with Max Gawn.
First things first, Maxie. I mean, look, there's the game and whatever, but I want to talk about the pizza.
Yes.
The pizza situation. Last week you were on. Or was it the week before?
Last time you were on.
Last time you were on, you said the pizza at the MCG was gross and stale, and efforts have been made to rectify the situation. What's your feedback?
Well, that came from Dino for the 15th time asking me what I have post-game.
It's an interesting question. It is an important
It's a bit
question.
one note, isn't he?
People care.
You got nothing else over there. No?
Fire it out again after this. The pizza was good. The pizza was good. They changed companies to maybe one of the places that they sell to their the actual people that go to the game. So one of the places in the stalls.
The fancy wood-fired
yeah,
ones.
we had fancy wood-fired ones. Had a margarita.
I saw them pushing past the big silver hot box.
Yeah.
I was in the car park leaving the game, so I commentated yesterday, and I had to avoid the attendants pushing the big hot box, and I did have a laugh to myself. I thought, that's Maxie's request.
That's where it's going.
So obviously made the comments on Monday, and then 5 days later we get the fanciest wood-fired pizza ever. So I'm gonna unleash on this show. I'm gonna
What's
unleash.
next? What else
What's
do you
next?
want?
Any time. Have you got a true sense of the power you hold in this town at the moment?
I didn't realise MCC were big listeners of Chrissie, Sam and Brownie, but they obviously are.
Obviously, I forgot about the commentary box. No scones. Famous for the scones up there. Where were the scones in the jam and cream?
Jonathan's face.
All the focus was on the reigning defending champions. What about the poor old commentators
Brownie,
up there?
we're all fighting our own war.
Yeah,
Just remember.
Hey, what about Geelong, though? Post-game up in Canberra. I like Geelong's post-game meal.
What they have?
Chips, hot chips and sausage rolls.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Mate, they panned to the rooms. There it was. There was about 50 buckets of chips and sausage rolls.
Oh, that's good.
How good are chips in a bucket? They seem to taste better.
With some chicken salad or something. I'd play in Canberra 100%.
Absolutely.
Listen, you're dodging all the tough questions.
Sorry.
Actually, you're on top of the ladder, undefeated. There's no tough questions.
There is one
Although you
tough
made a-
question under the bench.
Absolutely.
Under the
Thank you, Christine. What's wrong? Listen, the whole football world is just on tenterhooks. You've come in with your knee bandage, Max Gawn. You got anything over there?
Like you need a little bed, like a hot seat bed or
Is
something.
everything all right? Because, of course, the Ruckman have been in the news recently with, was it PCL?
PCL?
PCL injuries?
Yes.
Max Gawn, is everything all right?
I did tell myself as I was coming in, make sure you take that compression off before you come in, and I forgot to. So this is my own fault.
How many weeks, Max?
No, I hurt myself in the second quarter in a ruck contest with Paddy Ryder, and then played out the game. So it's not that bad. I was managed to play out the game. I did sit forward a lot. Luke Jackson did a lot of the ruck work in the second half, but I think I'm okay.
Would you even consider yourself a ruckman anymore?
No.
Or are you just a resting forward?
Well, the intro changed from last week. The intro was mainly a mediocre ruckman. You weren't here last week.
No, I mean, sorry.
Yeah, but mainly a mediocre ruckman. It's changed back to ruckman. Probably because Jackson went out and I had to play main ruck. But no, I'm probably more of a
By the end
forward.
of the season, they're going to refer to you as mascot.
Why is that?
Just
That's the trajectory it's going.
Oh, no, you know what?
No position.
Do you remember a
No,
guy...
they're for morale.
Yes, get the crowd up.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Do you remember a former Hawthorn premiership player and went to the Western Bulldogs? He's a left footer. He had a very distinct kicking action for goal. His name was Matthew Suckling.
I remember the name because I've never liked that
So what he
name.
would do, he'd run right out to the side 20 to get his sort of left foot around. Now, Maxie's got a very distinct goal kicking technique where he runs right out to the right. And my mail is that he's been calling himself the Matty Suckling of the Melbourne Footy Club when he shoots a goal.
True or false?
True. I'm a big fan of Matty Suckling, and that's how he taught me how to kick. I mean,
I
similar
agree,
age.
though.
I don't
It's
know
not
how.
a great name.
No,
Suckers.
it reminds you of suckling pig. Don't know that
Yeah,
a little
it
bit.
does.
Which is yum, so I don't know why you
Which
don't
is
like it.
delicious,
Yeah.
but suckling.
It's nice. So why didn't you have the shot at goal? Because you had one of those 50 metres, and we were building it up, saying, Max
Come
Gawn,
on.
he's a great goal kicker now from outside 50. There was a big anticipation, and then you pass it off to a teammate, mate.
That was literally 30 seconds after I hurt my knee. So I wasn't going to be able to make the distance, which I was hoping one of my teammates sort of caught on, but they didn't.
Why did you play out the game?
Because it was fine. It got better and better as the day goes on.
St Kilda are supposed to be challengers to Melbourne, Brownie. Is that? Did you find them? Because it felt though it was.
It was called a flex.
Is that what it was called?
It was called a flex.
We really got ourselves up pre-game to play Saints because Saints were in some really good form. They were sitting third on the ladder or fourth on the ladder at the time. And that's why you got the first quarter of what you did, because we really wanted to make a statement, and they came back in the second and third quarters, and it shows that they are a good side and they will be there at the points end of the year.
They came back
first
after
quarter-
they were 9 goals down.
Don't be condescending. They'll be there. You know, they had a real go. I mean, we kind of turned it on for a quarter. We turned it on for a quarter, and we were 8 goals up, and then after that, they really had a go, didn't they? Mate, you know, you've got West Coast and North Melbourne in the next 2 weeks, right?
Yep.
What's it like having 2 buys in a row? Is that allowed? Are you going to play your full team? Time to play the kids.
There is people listening to the show.
Yes,
by the
no,
way,
West Coast, obviously in a predicament themselves with the amount of COVID they've had and the injuries they've got, but they also get a lot of players back this week.
Hey, Maxie, if West Coast win, you have to buy me a Toyota Supra.
What do we get if I win?
That's a fair wager.
I will mow your lawn.
Oh, I almost took it.
Do you want to see what this looks like? Well, get the visuals on Instagram. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Big Maxie. Our pal.
Absolutely, Maxie Gawn. You're sensational yesterday. You've had a great year again, mate. Six All-Australians if you keep up this pace.
You love him?
Absolutely, I love him. I think he's the greatest ruckman I've seen in my generation.
He was out there yesterday pre-game, and I gave him a little smile as I walked past, and you gave me a smile back.
Absolutely. I love it now. You know, maybe it's the modern day player, the change in attitude, but you came around. I know it was Tom McDonald's 200th. You had the kids out there, but I looked at you boys. I thought, how good's this? The boys having a laugh and a joke 3 or 4 minutes before the game. They're throwing a bit of shade at me for getting in the middle of one of their drills. But during the week, though, Dyson Apple, who plays for Essendon, he's the Essendon captain. You know, the Essendon boys copped a couple of whacks from the media commentators, especially my mate Nicky Rewald, for whacking players about smiling, especially the Essendon boys. This is what Dyson Apple had to say in the post-game after they upset the Hawks.
The guys that came in, just their energy and attitude and willingness to play their role, and guys nearly come in with a bit of talk about smiling. Anyone can jam it, I'll tell you what, for telling us to stop smiling. So
he's using your gear, Swanee. Jam it.
Jam it.
I was not expecting that.
They can jam it.
What's your
What's the change of? Is it a change of attitude? Because we would never have laughed and joked out in the field, but you boys were doing it, mate, yesterday, and more and more players we see doing it now.
You were doing it during the game, Max. Isn't that fun?
This is one of my challenges as a leader. Is I'm a bit old school like Nick Rewald. I don't like smiling post losses, and sort of if people are chatting to former teammates while handshaking, I try and hurry them up. But I also know that that's how people feel comfortable in their own skin. So it's a big challenge for myself trying to deal with it. But I like Dyson. If I was an Essendon supporter, I'd like my captain being passionate like that
Yes.
after a win. Yeah.
Will Nick Riewoldt see that as war?
Hope so. Good for the ratings tonight on the couch. We've got Stevie May too.
You got Stevie May?
Yeah, what should I ask him? Is he still on the beers?
He's in some form. He's in some genuine
great
form.
Oh.
Jake Lever thinks it's all because of him.
Is it?
Yeah. So.
No, I think Stevie May's a star, so on the couch tonight it'll be great.
Max Gawn, I want to talk to you about your presence on Twitter.
Yes.
Incredibly highbrow. April 20, you tweeted, most efficient way to wash a high chair?
Yep.
Question mark. And then nothing for a long time, about 3 weeks. But you made a triumphant return.
Rest on your laurels after that one. wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Tools down after that.
What more is there to say? Well, there seems to be more to say. 3 weeks later, you've had some time to think about it.
Yep.
You made your triumphant return with this. About 2 months ago, I made a change to start going paper rock. Paper first in rock-offs. So scissors, paper, rock. I'd say I'm now at an 80-20 win rate, almost a 90-10 against dominant personalities who love scissor, papers, rock. Do yourself a favour and make the switch.
Yeah.
It's good advice.
Good advice.
That's leadership.
So, and I'll explain a little bit. So, an alpha male like Brownie.
Yeah.
If I said let's,
I'm not really an alpha male. It's all for show.
If I say let's rock off to go get a coffee, straight away you're thinking rock.
Rock.
Right. You'll go rock.
You are, aren't you?
So if you go paper, well, but then if you lose, I'm like I'd rather be an alpha male and lose with rock. I get that. Just go rock till you die. But paper, I'm gone to 80-20. Like the amount of dishes that I don't do now at home because Jess just goes rock is phenomenal. And now, because I've told her, I can double bluff her as well and still go paper because she thinks...
See, I'm naturally a paper
Are you?
first, yeah.
So that's, a bit personality
You know my
trait
take,
type stuff.
right.
take away from that?
Yeah.
You're a cheap man. Buy a dishwasher, mate. What's wrong with you? He's the old
true.
school.
You can't put everything in a dishwasher, Sam.
Everything.
Yeah, you can't put your fry pans in there and stuff like that.
Everything. Absolutely everything. Hey, I've got one last question. So West Coast, Jack Ginnivan was in trouble for having a beer playing 6 days, with a 6-day break after winning the Anzac Day medal.
Yep.
West Coast Eagles players got in trouble for going to a nightclub last week.
Club.
The Hippie Club?
With Brodie.
Yeah,
With Brodie.
Are you Melbourne players? What's the status of your acceptable social activities post-game?
I mean, we have similar rules to the Jack Ginnivan one.
Everyone does.
On the short breaks, you're expected to not drink, and stuff like me when I've hurt myself during the game, expected not to drink as well. The West Coast one's an interesting one because they've been locked up now for 6 months, and they need to blow off steam at some point. The playing group, and I feel for them. We had situations where I think a few players got in trouble throughout COVID by dodging the protocols and trying to have a drink, and it's tough. We're asked to be. Like the public are asked to be there, and we're asked to be over the top of the public as 18, 19-year-old kids. So the West Coast one, I've got sympathy for.
The Hippie Club was heaving, apparently.
Nice. That's it?
So no regrets.
What's your favourite night? I know you got to go. What's your favourite nightclub you've ever been to? The
5 drink cards at CQ was always fun, wasn't it?
Drink cards?
I was a little bit late for that, but
If you said you played AFL, you got 5 drink cards upon entry.
Where was that
Wow.
CQ. I don't think it's there anymore, CQ, is it? No.
Where is CQ?
No, they
What
went out of
city?
business.
Queens and Collins, Melbourne.
It's funny, they went out of business.
I bet they did.
Speaking of pubs, the Corner Hotel, you and rapper Illy.
What?
Yeah.
What are you doing with him?
Collaboration.
When you think Max Gawn, you think Illy, don't
I do.
What's going on? What does this mean? What is going on?
I'm doing the Vera Blue in paper cuts.
Yes!
You
I
are
don't know what
not.
that means.
No, I think Illy's a mad Melbourne supporter, and obviously Melbourne had a great year last year, and Illy wants to bring the musical world back from COVID, and we're
But what are you doing?
I don't know.
He's
I
on
think
the
I'm Vera Blue.
Jackie's just written he's on the chalkboard on the side of the corner. What the hell does that mean?
So you drive past the corner and you see
What
which
hotel?
artist is coming up.
yeah,
you're like,
everything's
yeah.
coming
So it
up.
says Illy and Max Gawn. So I've had a lot of texts saying, "Are you singing with Illy?"
Wow.
I'm not. I don't think I'm singing. Well, I hope I'm not singing.
You may be introducing him just like Sam introduced Jake the Snake Roberts at the Corner Hotel many months ago.
Greatest moment of my life.
Yeah.
But get a ticket. Maybe I am Vera Blue.
If you are singing, this is going to be unmissable.
Max has got a beautiful voice. Call 13 24 10 now if you want free ones. But otherwise, June 19, it's called Platinums and Premiership.
Amazing.
Big Maxie and Illy.
Max Gawn and Illy.
Good luck in Good luck in
Together
Perth,
at last.
mate. Good luck on the weekend.
Thank you.
Toyota Super If Eagles win.
Chrissie, Sam, and Brownie.
The podcast.
Good morning, Melbourne. Hope you mums are in all your new bits and bobs that you got yesterday. Peg bought me a new Keep cup. I took my coffee to work in it today.
Oh, good on you, Peg.
Got a new Chopper Chops t-shirt on from Kmart.
Remember on Friday we spoke to a lady that didn't like Mother's Day?
Yes.
And we're going to speak to her at the end of the show, see if she had a miserable day.
She was cooking for 25 people single-handedly.
Well, there's a guess as to why she didn't love the day.
How miserable.
Did you have a good Mother's Day, Kristen?
I did. I had a beautiful day. Yeah, very low-key, which is what I like. But spent lots of time with my kids who are just, they've had a huge growth spurt in the last 12 months. Like I compared Mother's Day last year to this year, and I look like a little old lady.
Mate, they're full adult looking.
They're full adults.
What was on the menu yesterday?
I didn't cook anything.
No, you didn't have to cook?
No, I didn't cook. I got some takeaway Mex Bimbap from Fonda for everybody, and that was it for dinner. It's
Some
the
what?
best. It's called Mex Bimbap. It's like lots of little salad ingredients all in one. It's yummy. Chicken salads. We had that for dinner.
I hope all the mums had a great day.
And then I had a bath.
Hey!
By the way, that sounded menacing.
No.
I hope all the mothers had a good day yesterday.
I hope they had a good day.
How did Coles go?
Good. She got a coffee machine.
Oh,
So,
great.
yeah, that's great. So she's still in the box. Hopefully it works all right. I'll no doubt she'll come home and there'll be takeaway coffee cups on the table.
Yeah, probably. It does take a certain amount of energy and mental real estate to tackle a new machine. Don't you think?
I think so.
You've really got to be in the mood for it.
It'll be on hard rubbish in 2 weeks.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Oh, what's this?
I want some tropical stuff.
You want a sense of the day, I've got it. But you know you're playing that Nicolas Cage grab without any context at all, don't you?
Yeah,
if you
I'm
weren't
aware.
listening earlier on.
You're just hearing the word testicle, yeah?
Yeah, all right. Well, I will explain another time.
Some would argue it's a win-win. Yeah.
All I'll say is that Ross Noble sent me a couple of grabs of Prisoners of the Ghostland, a Nicolas Cage performance, of which he has explosives strapped to his each testicule in the...
I've never heard a storyline like it.
It's got a bit of Waterworld about it.
Yeah. All right. So there was a debate last night. We all on board? Oh, Swanee, I saw a picture of it was either, I think it was Albo, either with a pot or kissing a fish or doing it. Like, mate, what? That's not what we're after. No one cared. I don't know why you still persist with this. Anyway, they had a debate last night, Brownie, and both leaders disobeyed the rules, apparently. Both leaders spoke over each other and refused to stop arguing points despite repeated requests from the great 60 Minutes host, Sarah Arbo. Can we have a listen?
Oh, boy.
I think we're getting more questions between excuse me. I think we're getting more questions between the two of you than our panel.
No authority whatsoever. This is a very important point. I'm sorry. This is a very important point.
No, Mr. Morrison, Mr. Albanese, that's enough. We do need to move on.
Depends upon Commonwealth funding. You could not have had any influence over the CLP government in the territory when they flogged off the port of Darwin and changed the rules to make sure we did.
You both agreed to the rules for this evening.
Labor Party actually had in place previously which allowed that.
And we will move on to Chris's question.
Unbelievable.
Jesus, Brownie.
A lot of regret. I missed that one.
Sounded like us in our first year of this job.
Boris Becker has moaned about the grim food in prison after he was first meal.
It's not the first time he's moaned, if you know what I mean.
I do.
He'll be happy in prison. Yeah, mate, it's about the size of a closet, isn't it?
He does like a broom closet.
The fallen idol.
Sue him.
Well, it's a bit tough. He's a fallen idol, right? And he's known for his love of Cuban cigars, fine wines, and restaurants, right?
And
Especially-
women.
And women.
Women, wine, and song. And now he's in prison.
Fair to
It's
say,
terrible.
women weaken the legs
And
for
he
him.
was very, very,
Terrible.
very underwhelmed at his first meal, which was what? In prison, first meal.
Oh, would it be like porridge, maybe?
Tripe.
Tripe. Corned
Oh,
beef.
corned beef.
Corned beef
What's
was
wrong
his
with
first.
that?
I love corned beef.
Exactly.
Nobody in my house likes corned beef apart from me.
No, it's a British staple. He's in a British prison.
If I make a corned beef and applesauce with parsley, white sauce with parsley, will you eat it?
Bloody oath I will.
Great, I'll
I
bring
love
it in.
corned
I'll
beef.
make it for us.
I do well I do a hard time in Britain easily.
Oh, I love it.
There were UK elections last week. One of them got decided, with a coin toss.
Really?
What?
Yes, the Monmouthshire. That's not how you say it.
Oh, it sounded amazing coming from you.
Monmouthshire. There you go. County Council in the southeast of Wales. They made international headlines after the Labor and Conservatives had to watch their fate placed
you
into.
said labia.
Did I?
Yes.
I'm having a shocker. Max Gawn's put me off.
You know, and because we've got a combined mental age of about 11.
It was thrilling.
It was really...
Listen, all you need to know
What's
is...
a labia again?
Sorry, it's the, ladies' bits and bobs.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sammy, you just said it.
Listen, all you need to know is the local council over there, the decision was on a coin toss because votes were equal. It seems not the greatest way to decide it, but anyway.
No, it doesn't. Max Gawn might suggest scissor, papers, rock. Is that the order of the name of the game?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper,
You know
scissors.
they have a world championships, don't you? Rock, paper, scissors.
It was on ESPN,
I feel
wasn't
like
it?
that's a bit overcooked, don't you?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Well, to have a world championships, there's no skill involved. Is there skill involved? I think there is. It's just pure luck, isn't it?
I think if you were speaking to the world champion, they would strongly disagree.
No, although Maxie reckons there is a strategy to it because you try and work out someone's personality and realise what their tells would normally be. Like, so your dominant personality would be normally rock. So I guess there is a bit of skill.
Maybe.
Your old premiership teammate and Collingwood coach, Craig McRae.
Yes, the Fly.
Yeah, Fly. Fly had this to say after their loss to Richmond on the weekend, Chrissie.
Yeah, I just thought they were a bit more seasoned. Richmond, I said to the players there, I just feel like we're 8 rounds in, so, 8 dates into a relationship, if you like, and they're more like married with 3 kids.
Isn't that a wonderful way to describe the difference in the thing? Because Craig McRae's only been coaching Collingwood for 8 games, 8 dates. Richmond are you, married with 3 kids.
Well, they are, but the mistress was back on the scene on the weekend, called Dustin Martin.
Oh, mate.
It's pretty handy mistress just strolling in the door.
What do you think?
Out the back door.
What do you think, though, if you continue the analogy, though? These are some of the... What do you think about Carlton? Carlton's got a new girlfriend as well, but they're having more sex.
12 months in.
12 months
I feel
in.
like they're more advanced because they're more experienced.
But they've only technically been on 8 dates, the same as
True.
Michael Voss is
Bossy.
only. But like I said, I think they're getting more action. Western Bulldogs are. I don't know. I think they're
trouble.
Love on the rocks.
Trouble.
Ain't no big surprise.
North Melbourne have. They've moved back in with their parents. They're,
yes.
Oh my God, no. What about the West Coast Eagles?
Divorce. They're going through a bit of divorce at the moment. Melbourne, I've gone with married last year and on a honeymoon.
Yeah.
Still going on a honeymoon.
Just conceived a baby
And
on the honeymoon, maybe.
the last one, Essendon, West Coast bit of divorce, Swanee. Essendon, though, on the weekend. Big win.
Yeah.
They got the kids to stay with Nan and Pop and then really
Spice
hit
things
the
up.
bones, if you know what I mean. Really had a go at it. So, good on Essendon. They've had the night in and really gone
I think
for
that
it.
was outfits, dress-ups.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
Mystic Chrissie.
You don't like birds, Sandra? You're not a bird person?
Yes, I like birds.
You like a potato cake from the fish and chip shop, Sandra?
Yes.
If you eat a dim sim, it's got to be fried, not steamed.
No.
What will she predict next?
No. Sam from Airport West. Come in, Sam. You there, Sam?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, great. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you, Chrissie?
I'm good, but you were much better yesterday. You had a celebration yesterday, Sam.
I did. For Mother's Day, yes, with a friend.
No.
Come on.
Not going to pay that?
No.
No, we're not.
Hey, Sam, you love bed linen.
I do.
Yeah,
I'm
I
obsessed.
just
do.
saw, like, it's a really big thing for you, the cushions and the quality and...
Fetish.
Absolutely, 100%.
You have a pet. But
did.
You did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hit by a truck last week.
Am I allowed to talk about it, or is it still painful?
Yeah, no. Perfectly fine.
Well, they've crossed the rainbow bridge, Sam.
Yes, they have.
What sort of pet was it, Swanee?
It was 4 legs, whiskers, 2 ears.
Rat.
An interesting tail. It had an interesting tail.
He did. A big fluffy one. He was a lab.
Big fluffy tail on the Labrador.
Sam, Mystic Chrissie once had a hamster and then she killed it. It was called Coco Jumbo.
Sam, it died well and truly after I returned it to the school.
It was what? Yeah, it was.
With fear in its eyes.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Sam?
Yes?
Shush, Coco. Coco's coming in and I can't concentrate.
Ghosted Coco.
They always sabotage you.
Sorry?
But I love Sam Pang, but he always sabotages you.
He does, doesn't he?
Saves you.
There's a Jane. There's a Jane. Is your middle name Jane?
Yeah. Oh, close. Joy.
Joy. There was a J. I knew that it started with a J.
They don't even rhyme.
Well done. Well done.
When you go out for breakfast, you love to go out for breakfast / brunch.
I do.
Whoa.
I do.
Might be your favourite meal. And you like...
Correct.
Yeah. You do have eggs. You order eggs when you go out.
Every time. Wow. Yeah.
And I feel like... I want to say Benedict. Eggs Benedict.
Lethal's favourite.
Sometimes, yeah. Yeah, I do.
Sometimes just a couple of poached eggs keep it simple, Sam.
Poached eggs, yes. It's my fave, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I see like that soft licorice around you. You know, the soft, fresh bags of licorice?
Oh, licorice. Not so much licorice.
Okay.
No.
Well, just keep that in mind and something will happen in the next few days and it'll all make sense,
Exactly.
Sam.
Yeah, definitely.
You're single?
I am.
There's a massive surprise after listening to this for the last 22 minutes.
You're single and you know what? That's okay with you, Sam.
I want to be.
Yeah, it is at the moment, yeah.
It is at the
After a
moment.
Nasty little incident, yeah.
Okay, and you have feelings for Harry Styles and you're pretty sure they're real.
I do think he's gorgeous, yeah.
I told you.
Who doesn't
Less than
though?
half my age, but yeah, exactly.
Who cares?
Well, your feelings for Harry Styles. Everyone does.
Sam, I'm going to leave
Everyone
that
does.
there with you. That's what my therapist says. I'm going to leave that there. I'm gonna
You are
leave there,
fantastic.
Sam.
Thank you, Chrissie.
Thank you,
Well
Samantha.
done.
Samantha Joy.
I got one for you. Can I put my
Sure, we're running out of time, but yes.
No, not with Sam, with you.
Oh, okay. All right, you're listening to this, Sam. Okay, go.
I wanted it to be with me.
Sam, just
Sam.
settle down.
You know, you're happy being single. Just remember that. Sam and I are connecting.
We are.
It's about this segment, and I'm seeing a sponsor.
Yeah.
No, but now it's gone.
Specsavers pulled out.
Oh, no.
Whoa, that was...
I don't know.
That was quite a clip.
That is the best outcome.
Maybe the fact that we spoke about monocles.
No.
Don't say the M
What
word.
happened to Specsavers? They just bought a few segments.
Yeah, it was just a 4-week campaign.
A good campaign. A good camp.
That
Sam.
is so great.
I like Ask Brownie's long-lasting sponsor.
good.
Airport West, Sam, you're off to the movies. Hoyt's recliner double pass, extra comfy recliners at hoyts.com.au, and a pair of bad footwear home boots.
Oh my God, you're going to love them. I wore them all weekend in
Fantastic.
Ballarat. They're amazing.
Cozy, comfy, and conscious. You'll live in Bad Footwear's home boots.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Regina Bird, the winner of Big Brother in 2003. I wonder who the runner-up was. Doesn't come to mind. Anyway, you may have seen her on Skating on Thin Ice, The Panel, Rove Live, and of course, this year's Big Brother, in which you can watch it tonight, 7:30 p.m. on Channel 7. Here's Reggie.
Welcome, Reggie.
Oh, it's so good to see you, Chrissie.
It's so good to see you. You know, when I heard that they were going to do this fan versus fave sort of format for Big Brother, I thought, God, I hope Reggie gets a Guernsey on this because I know what Big Brother meant to you and I knew that you would love to go back in that house. Was it as good as you remembered?
Chrissie, I've always wanted to go back on Big Brother, and when I got the call for this, I just could not say no. And I'm so glad and so excited and happy that it's all happening.
I think viewers that watched the original Big Brother will be so excited to see you. You look exactly the same. Like, as you say in your promo, you know, the game may have changed, but I'm still the same Reggie. You really do. But I think they'll be so happy to see you, but I think that a whole new legion of fans are going to fall in love with you as well.
I hope so, Chrissie. Like, you know, I hope, like, I've still got the older generation fans there, and and I'm going to be facing, I guess, all the new generation of fans, and I do hope that they fall in love with me like everyone else did, because I'm still the same. Nothing's changed. Oh, I've got a few grey hairs and wrinkles, but still the same.
Don't we all, friends?
Where's the house? Because last time it was out the back of Dreamworld, wasn't it, on the Gold Coast?
Yeah. So this time it was in Sydney at the showgrounds, or where the Olympic thing was, you know.
Olympic Games.
Homebush. At Homebush, was it?
That's it, Homebush.
Did it feel remote? Like, I remember being in our house. We were literally in the middle of the bush, in the middle of nowhere. Did it feel remote or not really?
Well, I didn't know where I was, Chrissie, because, you know, it was all kept secret, and, I had no idea, where it was. But the difference was you didn't hear people screaming on the Terror.
Yeah, that's right. Now, it does kick off tonight. Are there some villains in there, Reg? We love a villain.
Well, there's always a villain, Chrissie.
Hot dogs?
Yeah.
It's hot dogs, yeah.
No, it's not hot dogs.
No.
Does hot dogs make a special intruder appearance?
Oh, no, I can say...
Maybe.
It's going to get in trouble.
Keep watching. You have to watch.
What? Are you not ruling out an appearance from hot dogs?
Wow.
You just got to watch.
That'd be good. What about Chrissie Swan? She make an appearance?
Oh, look, I was hoping for that, but anyway.
Couldn't afford
You
it.
didn't pop up.
No, I did not pop up. Do you have to cook all your own stuff like we did?
Oh, Chrissie. Yes. I tell you what, these Big Brother is brutal and cruel. I can say that.
Really? Oh, I love it.
Sounds like an episode of I'm a Celebrity.
All right, how long have we got?
I better ask a question.
Yes,
Reggie, whenever the original series of Big Brother comes up, it's always that Swanee was the runner-up and you won.
Yep.
For those who didn't see it, why do you think you won? Or you may have your own view on this, Chrissie, but why did you win Big Brother in 2003 and not Chrissie? What happened?
Oh, well, you've got no ideas that's Sam, isn't it? Yeah, you've got no ideas, Sam, when you're in the house of what's going on in the outside world at all. So, and I still am yet to watch my series. I've only watched 4 days of it. And
I'll tell you why. Because I've said for the last 20 years that Reggie is the best reality TV winner of any franchise of any year.
Why, Swanee?
Because she is 100% one of a kind. There is no one like her. There was no one like her before Reggie.
What about Randy?
No one like her since.
What about Randy from Survivor?
She was truly so lovable and so authentic and so refreshing.
So not like you. Not like you.
It's very ordinary. I'm just a very ordinary person. Reggie's extraordinary.
I'm brutally honest.
She was funny. You're funny. It was great. I can't wait to see you on this show. You're so wonderful.
Oh, you're gonna be glued.
Hey, just as an aside, as if we're not on radio. So Reg and I are part of a WhatsApp group. We're organising a 20-year. One of the housemates are organising a reunion because it's 20 years next year.
20. Yeah, it'll be 20 years next year. So,
Gina, does there seem to be more messages than is necessary?
Messages?
So many messages. I turn away
on the chat?
Yes.
Who's the culprit?
Yeah. It's a bit too much.
You turn away for a day and there's 75 missed messages.
Who's got a problem, Swanee?
Who's the worst at it?
Oh, I reckon bloody Belinda and Leo.
Bloody Belinda.
You can expect all this honesty and more from Reggie. Tonight on Big Brother, it's going to be magical. There are some other favourites there, but nobody compares to you, Reg. I can't wait.
Oh, thanks, Chrissie.
You're the
No,
best.
you really... It's going to be really, really good.
Do you want to see what this looks like? Well, get the visuals on Instagram. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
It's Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Over 100 Hangout. You weren't here on Friday, so I'll get you up to speed here for my pitch segment. I wanted to speak to any mums out there that actually hated Mother's Day. Because maybe it's not a picnic. Maybe it's just a big old headache where you just have to do more than you normally would on a Sunday, you know?
Absolutely. Sounds like a great pitch.
Yeah, a good
Swanee
pitch.
had a great Mother's Day. She woke up without the kids.
I had a lovely Mother's Day. I really did. Woke up without the kids, had breakfast with my friends, had hung out with my kids for a really good amount of time, got beautiful presents, and then I didn't cook dinner. Had got takeaway for dinner. Perfect.
I wanted to speak to someone, then try and give him a G up to try and enjoy the day. And then I said, we'd speak to you on Monday, and we'll see if it was a giant dumpster
Yes,
fire.
Anon. Are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, God.
A little bit plusty.
Sounds like you're barely hanging in there. Now, you spoke to us on Friday and you said that you were cooking for 25 people in honour of your mother-in-law, not in honour of you. In honour of your mother-in-law, there was going to be pork belly and lamb shoulder and a huge feast, which you were doing completely on your own.
That's it.
And
I tap danced. And how do I start? Right. I woke up greeted by a hairy beast with filthy breath, and that was just a dog. The kids slept. One of them had a hangover from the night before. I saw him about lunchtime. Everybody arrived. I cooked. I dazzled. I danced. They loved. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
And ended up with my head in the toilet for the night.
Why? Why were you sick?
Had a crack.
I got such a migraine that I was sick all night. I barely slept.
Oh, and
I'm exhausted.
Oh, God.
The dishes await me.
Jesus.
Oh, you haven't even cleaned up yet?
No.
Oh.
That was a kid's job.
Did you have a few drinks yesterday?
I would have. I would have loved to have knocked the top off a couple of bottles, but the headache took hold, and so I had to leave my guests and depart to bed.
Oh, my God. This sounds like the worst Mother's
Did
Day
you still
ever.
cook them lunch, though, and on?
Pardon?
Did you still cook them lunch?
Absolutely. Lunch was incredible, and I didn't start feeling unwell till about 4 o'clock, and everybody else is fine, so it's not food poisoning.
Well,
but no.
I was hoping our G-up speech would have some effect, but no, you live in hell.
Sounds
and
awful.
You've got a
Can I?
Yes?
Dino,
Yeah.
You've dangled this incredible carrot, and it's like, yes, Mother's Day is just a shite sandwich some years for me. But I thought about it. And after all that we have been through, and you're probably going to hate this analogy, but mothers are selfless. Mothers do everything and then some. And we don't count, and we don't think about it, and we don't ask for thanks generally. So yesterday, regardless of how sick I ended up and no sleep, every person in that room smiled. The hugs were in abundance with no fear. There was love and laughter. It was the most beautiful day. And if it wasn't about me or I did all the work, it doesn't matter because I filled other people's hearts.
Good
and I
on
know
you.
that sounds like a soppy sop.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I hear you. I liked when you said hugging with no fear. That feels good, doesn't it?
Absolutely. No one would hug me when I was hanging over the toilet, but...
All right,
Bunch of dogs.
Mate, you go to the movies, you got a Hoyts recliner double pass. We'll give you a pair of bad footwear home boots, even though I wasn't supposed to give away another pair.
We're going to throw in 6 bottles of wine from Zonzo Estate so you can catch up and get a different migraine.
Yeah.
And for your bedside table, a copy of Life and Football by Jonathan
Oh, yeah,
Brown.
you'll love that.
Oh, there's some bedside reading to put me to sleep.
Yes.
It'll fix the headache up as well, because you'll be passed out.
Hey, good on you,
Thank
mate.
you,
Well,
Carl.
I'm glad your life doesn't completely suck.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Ripper Show will be back tomorrow. Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Oh, unless it's a weekend. Over 100.